I'm having audio problems, guys. It's not working right. See if I can get somebody out here to help me. I can't figure out what's going on. I see I have one person in. How are you doing? I'm having audio problems, you guys. Been a while since I've done this. Mike. I don't know what it is. Hey, Kyle. I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm having audio problems on my end. You can hear me? I can hear me too. That's the problem. I can talk and it's coming through my earpiece. Trying to figure out how to turn it off. How have you been, Kyle? Maybe it's on this piece right here. There. I don't know. I'm afraid to touch it. It might go boom. Been busy working. You've been busy. Been working up Carolina and stuff. The autistic prepper. How the heck are you? You're gonna keep that one? Yeah, I just changed my name. You notice? I don't think everybody's caught on yet. I'm working on my audio here. It is not working right. I'm not sure what I did wrong. Yes. I've been off of it for so long that it's all messed up. Hey, how you doing, James? Good to see you. How's the Harshman Hills doing? Gosh darn it, I wish I could figure this out. I used to be pretty good at that stuff, but I'm getting too old. You just tried to burn your garage down. Holy cow. Bad wiring, huh? I need to get my other glasses on. I got cataracts. I gotta save up the money to get them all fixed up. Oh, from the fire up video? That was a good one. I watched it. Oh, whoa. I better put the other one back on. Or turn this down. Oh, that didn't work. Whoa. Let's turn that back up. There we go. Let's see everybody's dropping in here. Prep for it. Hey, good to see you. Glad you dropped by. I'm sitting here messing around with my audio. My audio has decided not to work right. You guys can hear me okay, but I can hear myself too okay. So I'm trying to figure out why it's doing it. Hey, is Virginia in here? How you doing, girl? Anybody know why my sound is echo? Where I could hear it in my earpiece here. I've been off of here for a while, and I've kind of forgotten how to get everything set back up right. Maybe it's that one right there. Hold on. Maybe this will work. There we go. Can you guys still hear me? This should be able to. Cool. I fixed it. Had two of the windows open. Holy cow. There. That'll work. Yeah, thanks, James. Yeah, it's all fixed up now. I had it so it was uh, talking in my ear. So everything I was telling you guys was I was telling my ear too. It was kind of annoying, but I got it figured out. There. Trying to get everything reset here that I had out of whack. Hey, Michael, good to see you, my brother. I'm trying to get back in the whack of this thing. When you don't do it for a while, it's really hard to get back into it. I thought I'd come on for an hour and just talk to you guys and, try to get back into the feel for talking to you guys live. I don't know if you guys saw uh, that video I put out the other day, but I'm only going to be doing a couple of live streams a week. Just trying to be mellow for a while till I can get my cataracts fixed. Then I'll just do a couple of videos here and there. Then, if everything goes good enough, I might sneak another live stream in or something. Good to see you too, Michael. And I mean, actually see you. When my cataracts decided they didn't want my eyes to see anymore, that was a rude awakening, guys. I was fine one day and I wasn't fine the next. I mean, I went to bed, went to sleep, woke up, I could not see jack shit. I mean, I could not see nothing. I was all freaked out. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I would look up and try to look at the TV or at the computer screen, and all I could see was white, just total white. Hey, how you doing, Uncle? Good to see you. Yeah, so all I could see was total white. I couldn't see nothing. I had to sit in my chair and find the channel I want to watch on TV, and then not look at it. Just kind of close my eyes and just listen to the talking on it. No, that was not a good wake up. You're right there, Fred. You've had some pretty good videos here lately, James. I've been watching them. I don't always uh, comment on them, but I usually watch them. Sometimes I get in trouble when I try to comment on them, so I'm learning not to say too much. You want to come up, Uncle? I'll give you a window. Ooh. See if I remember how to do this. I'm not using no Yeah.
Hi, folks. This is your old pal, Uncle Al, and I don't see Will yet. Let me get rid of the reverb. Okay. I'm here. I don't see Will yet. Okay. So, how's everybody's doing? There's a big run on plywood. There's a shortage on that because of the natural disasters in Texas and Louisiana, plus the rioting. They said it's a protest. You don't buy plywood in protest. Hey, Will.
There I am. I got booted off, so I had to go get my other computer.
No problem. And we just got Nick Weaver and P2Es are here in the house.
Hey, how you doing, guys? P2E, I haven't seen you for a while. Hey, Nick. Yeah, I've been having a heck of a time getting my computer back up. I've been off for too many days, apparently.
Yeah.
It wasn't letting me cooperate.
So I got a new sign for you, Will, right there.
Oh, I'm going to have some new stickers pretty soon.
Yeah, I got where is it?
If you
Space for that. So
yeah, if you look up there in that corner, I've got
that's it.
the new stickers are going to be. Yep,
Yep.
that's what the new stickers are going to look like. It's got a little food faucet and house sort of like on it.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, water, food, and shelter.
Yeah, that's what the new stickers will look like.
That's good.
Kind of want that on my banner. If anybody out there can make a YouTube banner, because I tried, I can't get it done.
Yeah,
I
you
want
got to
that
get
image on my banner.
right. Um, are they going to do both eyes at the same time or one?
They're gonna do both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, they try to do that on me, but I said no. If I do both eyes, something screw up, and it did. So that's why I'm doing it one at a time. I already did two on this. I gotta get a third because guess what happened?
Well, the lenses that they put in there when they do the surgery. The lenses are only. I'm only gonna have one lens put in each eye,
Yep.
and then if it goes okay, then I'll have the other one put in.
Right. But the problem with the lenses is sometimes they have to go back in and correct any damage that's in the eye itself. And I'm getting a third one. This eye, I can't remember which one now. I have too many eye surgeries. You've seen the eye patch all year.
Yeah.
I went from one eye to the other, and I don't want to see like this for the rest of my life. I can't see anybody. So I've got to get corrective lenses. I got to do my driving test. That's going to be scary. I keep
Driving
telling,
test.
yeah,
I never thought about that.
I keep telling them I have to get another eye surgery, and I can't do it because of the Red Dragon. They got our hospital locked down again because uh, the Red Dragon's ending, and the surge is starting to slow down. So we're getting a slowdown on that.
Well, the
But
third one's starting back up. It's starting up finally.
the second wave, yeah, it's supposed to be pretty soon. But we're finishing up with the summer surge, and if Bakersfield stopped dumping all their people over here, we could have a balance. Do you know what happens when you dump people in a district? These are two towns. We got Lenore and Portersville. Our rates shot up. Okay, because we had it low, all summer low, balance under 100 or near 100. Everybody's 215 or 243 or 2, here it's 242.34. And we're getting tired of it. Please do not dump your people on us. It's like, he's sick. Bye. We're dropping him off. And it's like, surprise.
And that's how they keep the rates up.
What? By taking sick people out of the hospital and throwing them on your doorstep?
Yep. So they don't have to ask for the funds.
So it's just plain sick. When we get the people, my friend, next door neighbor, I waved to him. He's dumping his trash. He's mad as hell because these people are really sick and they just drop it off at our hospital. And he works in a hospital. He's mad as hell because we had a rate of 119, and then within less than a month, it jumps up to 234. And then somebody in Bakersfield, you lie. Yeah. And my friend next door wants to go over to Bakersfield and punch this guy in the head. Okay, he works in our ER and he's mad as hell because they drop these people from an ambulance or worse. They just slough them off near the police station, and these guys drag themselves in and drop. Lucky thing, the police station's only less than a block away from the hospital. So we're just mad as hell. Sorry about that. I get a little upset.
PQE says that's a whole nut in the backyard mentality.
I hate this Friday. Gil's doing the shortages. How's your oxygen supply over there, Will?
I got as much as I need.
Good, because certain areas where I live in Cali, we're having a run on oxygen bottles. And I got my 2 stashed away in the closet. And my nephew has 2 at his house because he has to refill them for me. I got 4 bottles. The problem is the air's so bad here. Now it's about 90. I could breathe with sometimes there's a mask inside. I have to wear it because particles too dense because of all the smoke. And we don't have a marine layer like Corsair trainers. Now he's in LA. They get a marine layer that sloughs off everything. And if you've seen High Desert Pioneer, all the smoke went to Nevada.
Well, if you watch the Weather Channel or even the local, like I watch the local news in Colorado because they're my neighbor, and the California smoke is drifting across the United States, and it's already drifted into Colorado. If you get up real early in the morning here, you can kind of see it hanging out over our skies. That smoke is actually drifting all the way across the United States until it gets to where the
Washington, I hope.
No, going east.
I know.
Until you get over there where the hurricane is and where the tornadoes are taking off and stuff. All that area there in the central part of the United States, that has got the biggest pressure, so it's holding the smoke away from them. So it's all hanging out right here, like Kansas, Texas, Colorado, Arizona, but it's heavy. I mean,
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I can't breathe in. The PSI around here is about 50, so I have to be really careful. I don't want to pass out again. So my nephews will say, you're not going to the dairy or the ranch or the farm. You stay inside the house, Uncle Alan. Getting old.
but I have plenty of oxygen bottles. When I came here from Washington, I had some from there.
Good.
So then when I got here and they hooked me up with some here, I was supposed to turn those in, but I didn't.
Now you want to hang on to those because
So I've got those, plus I've got some from the people I have here now. So
good. You want to hang on those because Mexico had a run on oxygen bottles, and what some crooks are doing is painting the whatchamacallit, canisters for nitrogen, and they're just pumping air in it, and they're selling it to people as oxygen tanks.
oh, nice.
Oh yeah, just great in Mexico.
Well, they don't know any better there.
Now you have to be careful because I know a few people down there vacationing. Yes, the Baja Peninsula is open, but the rest of the Mexico is closed. And sometimes they'll throw you out too because seriously, around Mexico City, everybody's nervous as hell. So what's happening in your woods? Snow?
No, but they're talking about it
Yeah, because I looked at my
next week.
yeah, a lot of my friends were predicting this thing coming out of Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota, from the Saskatchewans. I think it's Saskatchewans above in Canada, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. There's this Arctic Express barreling down. Like it's like, we're mad, we're coming down here. It's just barreling down. And so far, out of the 28 storms we're forecasting for the end of the year from now until December 31st, there's 28 major storms, and we already went through 5. And we got still Hurricane Omar, Bradley, Diane, and somebody else coming up in the tropics, heading towards the south and east coast. And oh Lord, I hate those two opposing forces to meet.
They're saying something like maybe next Wednesday or Thursday it could be like 38 degrees.
Yep, where you're at, it could be snow. Like where it's Gil's at, his state is divided either like us in California, it's going to be burning hot, or it could be frigid as hell if you drive about 100 miles to the east and it's snowing.
10,000 feet. They said there could be a snow line down Colorado. Said at 10,000.
Yeah,
That's about I don't know, about 3 or 4 hours to me.
yeah. Like I said, over Colorado, they got this weird counter rotating system. We're still trying to figure out that one. It's like a washing machine from outer space. It's going counterclockwise instead of clockwise, heading away from Colorado. It's heading back to Colorado. It might come up to you and go back to Colorado again. So you might have sunny snow, sunny snow, sunny snow, or so
Like
sunny.
that.
Yeah.
But how about you guys out there in the side chat? You guys gonna have any snowy or colder weather coming your way next week?
Now, for us on the West Coast, right straight down the coast from Oregon to San Diego, it's going to be a hot zone. We're cooking. So, and maybe some rain in Oregon. Oregon's always have that weird Canadian border system with Vancouver. You seen Food Forest Production, right? Howie's
Yep.
channel.
Yep.
That area is what you call it? It's a temporal. I don't know how they say it. It's a rainforest, but it's a temporal rainforest for our climate. It's not tropical because we have cold weather.
Uh huh.
So it's like that. Right now, Australia is snowing. Those poor kangaroos, if you've seen Hubble's cat, after the fires, now these poor kangaroos are digging through snow to eat food. South Wales.
48 Wednesday night, Michael. Yeah, gonna start getting colder. I think we're gonna have an early. I think we're gonna have an early winter this year.
Oh yeah, big time, because we're figuring out probably we have a
Hey,
really
old man, how you doing, my friend?
yeah, old man.
Good seeing you.
Let me type hi, old man.
Yeah, they're talking to us about. I watched the local news weather at early in the morning when I first get up. So they're talking about 90, 80, something like that for now. This week, this weekend, and then the early part of next week it'll be 80, 84, something like that. Then they're
Then
saying, "Oops!" Then it's gonna be 34, 36 on Wednesday.
yeah.
So
Uh,
I think
every
our winter time is going to drop in a little early this year.
oh, big time. Let's see. I got a lot of emails. Everybody was asking me about the Insurrection Act. That's dated back to 1870, and Trump has like 100 days. he could extend that period for another 124 days if he wants, if he doesn't want to include it because it's too close to election. So they have that provision. So he could not use the Insurrection Act and up to about 124 days. But usually it's used within 100 days. Last person who used it was Hoover, and he lost the election. If everybody remember the bogus march? Okay, everybody's stunned. Uh, Bogus March was a march by World War One veterans to get their benefits early. Hoover didn't want it, so he sent MacArthur into Washington, D.C. with full troops, burned down their little homeless camp, rounded up everybody, and tossed them out. Within 2 months, Hoover was replaced by Roosevelt. Then they have Bonus March 2. Same World War II veterans came back, wanted their bonus payment. Now, this bonus payment was for them, but it's supposed to be 20 years before they get it. And right now, during the 1932 was the Depression, and they couldn't get it because it's in mid funds. It's locked up. Earliest they can get it is December 7th, 1941. What bad timing, I tell you. Okay. Oh, little doggies. That's how cute. But anyway, what cracks me up was instead of throwing tear gas, having MacArthur charge at these people with tanks and burning down their little hobos, what Roosevelt Eleanor did was put them in nice, clean, they didn't have FEMA, it was called CCC camps, where families and single people could be separated and live in separation. They get clean clothes, they got food, they got a little bit of money, and they were fed and taken care of. And they'll explain what was going on. And they said they couldn't give the bonuses out until until December 7th, 1941. And it was kind of, oh Lord, that called bad timing. So, and Brett Fort says, it's still hot here. Yeah, it's going to be hot over here too.
Yeah, it's hot everywhere, but it's just gonna be like something that just swoops in on us.
Yeah,
So
really
that's how
fast.
it looked like on the weather map that they showed me anyway.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the history lesson. What Eleanor did was explain people that if they're marching and they need money or to cover their rent and everything, the CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps, will cover it. And for young men ages 18 to 45, they get a job instantly and they can pay whatever money. That was a big help. Right off, everybody got $17 that day. They had a hot meal. They were entertained. Nobody riot. Nobody, like Hoover did. Now, what happened afterwards? MacArthur got court-martialed, got sent to the Philippines after that fiasco. And he lost his appointment to West Point, which was mad about. And Patton took over. I thought that was funny as hell. He took over as commandant for a couple of years, and then he retired to California and run the California National Guard until World War II. I thought that was funny as hell. That whole rigmarole. Because Hoover's a Republican and Roosevelt was a Democrat. But Roosevelt was very smart in handling people. He didn't throw tear gas. He didn't bayonet them. And
Well, there's one president that actually took the unemployed people and built that interstate that goes from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Yeah, that was
And created all those jobs for those people, which
Yeah.
gave them a little money in their pockets, and then they didn't have time to go protest and all that stuff there.
right. That was partial Truman. Truman would talk to Eisenhower about it. This is when both parties were working good. Truman started it, but he couldn't figure out how to do it. He could only do certain states. Eisenhower, because of General Eisenhower, before he became a general, he was Bradley's, I forgot, He was another aide to another general who did Marshall. That's it, General Marshall, who did the recovery of Europe. So he understood how to get everything to get done. So during the 50s, after Korea, whole that from 1951 to 1957, they did the whole interstate system for the United States under 10 years.
Yeah, and it took a while to do it too.
Right, because during Truman's era, he had blockage against from not from the Republicans. The Republicans are all for it, but from the Democrats from the South that they had highway contracts. Each state in the South had different contracts, so he couldn't get everybody in the South to go with everybody else in the United States. It had to be Eisenhower who got everybody together. That was a total mess.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Everybody working together on that interstate project.
Oh yeah, because Eisenhower was smart. He didn't refuse help. He had Truman on board in 51, 52, and 54. And he wasn't he was senator at the time, Senator Truman, and he helped out with the planning too. So you had Eisenhower and Truman back to back.
Yeah, so that's right, Michael.
Work projects was the 30s thing. Work project isn't with the interstate. Work project is TWA.
But that kept everybody working, that WPA project.
Right. The WPA project was work project for water. It's actually Water Power Act. The work projects is a slang term for everybody else, but it's the Water Project Act, and that was for Hoover Dam and also Tennessee Valley Authority. Because, right, you know what I'm talking about. Well, okay.
TVA.
Yep. The Water Powers Act did water treatment for the whole United States. Some people did not want the water treatment plants. And a good one is, guess what? What state up in Michigan has chunky water?
Flint.
Yep. Because Henry Ford says, I don't like that communist plan. We have fine water here.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey, John's life. It's like I'm looking at people, but the pipes are already a century old. Works Project is going to dig up all the piping, put in nice, clean pipe without the lead solder. And old man Henry Ford, the ruler of Michigan, says, hell no, we're saving money. What's wrong with the chunky water we're drinking? The guy was a total... In the early days when he started his social programs, he was a great guy. But after his stroke and argument with Edsel, that's his son, he went a little in the 20s and 30s. Because you got to remember, Henry Ford started this in 1899. I mean, the guy's been around automobiles all his life, and he started a lot of social programs. But also he's kind of like...
You been out shooting, John?
Oh, that's good, John.
Them 22 LRs are pretty loud.
Yeah. If you're in a good state, you could get a suppressor, a can suppressor on it. It costs about $250. And if you get the license, which is about $200, background check and you thread it, it's really quiet. It's not that bad. But you got to go through the background check. And if you have like a crummy state, like where I'm living, you cannot get it at all. That's why people are moving to Texas or Georgia or Missouri. Yeah, I made a whole bunch of new cardboards, so I think I got everybody. Just a little tired.
Yeah, my boy, he's got 22. The heck is it? It's like a 6 gun. He loves shooting that thing.
A single six?
Yeah, it makes made by Hereditary
Oh, Heritage.
Heritage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good gun. It's a 7 shooter. Unless you got the old model that's 6.
He's got the old one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He loves going out and shooting that thing. I made him an old 6 gun holster for it.
Oh, that's good. Oh boy. Yeah, like I said, this is the time to get your supplies in, folks. Here. We got like weird 2x4s are short, plywoods are short because of the fires and the whatchamacallit, the riots and the hurricanes.
You guys, definitely need to stock up on your canned goods and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
but
like we were telling you guys, there's a cold snap coming in,
yeah,
and it's going to come in really fast.
yep, that's true. Well, what's weird is my friends are truckers and they're sitting on stuff that's still in the warehouse because we can't move anything until we get an okay. And he said he went to my nephew's dairy and delivering milk and stuff. That's the only job he could get, but he said it's not paying for his truck. And a lot of truckers are afraid, to go to these anarchist cities because, well, you know how expensive a truck is.
Oh yeah,
And you don't want to spend your money on your mobile. It's almost worth as a house. So you got the truck and trailer rig, and you're getting terrorized by these crazy people or kooks who's trying to deliver food and medical supplies. The most dangerous job, I asked one of my friends, is they're trying to deliver medical supplies back east, but it's like going through a war zone. Yeah, RG has a zinc frame, John. That's a low end gun that I think who was it was buying a lot of. I think it was Bloomberg. Bloomberg was buying a lot of the junkers, and he's handing them out. And I think that's nuts. Why, if you're anti-gun, why are you buying all these junker weapons? Isn't that crazy?
everything he took is turned to money though.
True, but he's buying junker crud. RG's, I would save your money a little bit and try to go up one notch. Probably, maybe Makarov. Makarov is very good and it shoots a good bullet. 22, because certain companies are getting duds, especially Aguila. That's a 22 brand. It's like 1 out of 10 is a dud. No matter how much you hit it with a primer, it's like
22 bullets are cheap. You just will get a good 22.
yeah.
If you're not having any problems getting ammunition or anything, I would go with a good 22.
Yeah, the 22 is all right. I get a rifle, or
As
the
long as you
new.
can get ammunition, I would go with it.
Yeah. Well, you've seen the new Ruger Charger pistol.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's really neat. It's 1022 on a pistol frame that you switch out barrels. You could put a pistol barrel on it, or you could put a rifle barrel on it, and then put the little arm brace thingy on it. Shoots really good. I like it because I have trouble. I can't see out of my left eye, so I really like it shooting right-handed with the long 16-inch barrel. Really nice. Yeah, that's a zinc upper straps are aluminum. Now, I would skip that one and get something else. There's plenty of models on the market. Yeah, now they're higher. You look for any kind of gun out there, it's always higher. I tell people, I'm old school, get a rifle.
Hey, rifles are going up in price, though.
Oh yeah, it's like last time I looked for Enfield, a Model 4 or a Model 5. Fives are hard, but 4 I could convert that into a nice one. And there's a lot of old Enfield number 4s and number 3s that were converted to deer rifles. I could convert it back with a conversion kit for number 5. Works fine. I have to just adjust the butt. But
Yeah,
stock
I'm
still.
seriously thinking about getting a Henry because they're made in
Henry's,
America.
yeah, but isn't there like a 2 month wait on those?
Uh,
And that's a
Depends on
22.
what you want to get.
Yeah, that's a
Where I
22.
get my pistols and rifles at,
Do they
it
have it
just
in the
depends. He's got some in stock and some he doesn't.
right? I would get anything from a pistol caliber to a 22. That's your best range. You got more versatility. 22 is the best, and then next thing is probably 38, 357 because you got two cartridges. Same thing as 44 Special and 44 Magnum. And shooting at 44 Magnum out of rifles, a lot easier. I'm getting old. I'm getting arthritis in my hand. You try shooting a 44 mag.
22 Remington. That's a nice little pea picker.
Yep. Remington's a great gun. Is that auto or is that bolt, old man? Well, that's good, John's life.
Yeah,
22.
I'm thinking about getting that 22 Henry. They only want a couple $100 for it.
Yeah, that's a good price for a Henry. Try getting a Henry over here in California. It's near impossible.
Yeah. When I first started looking at them down there, they were only about 120, $125. But because I just figured I'd get it whenever, I didn't really worry about it. And I went down and looked at them a couple of weeks ago, and they were 225.
Yeah, because everybody's, even out of state, people are buying stuff. Some of the junkers I saw that, like the Ramirez, not Ramirez, Jimenez pistols, I wouldn't shoot if my life depended on it. You know, the 32s, the 380s, the dinky 22s, and the 25s, not the good ones. These are like, oh my lord, I'll take a hammer. Hammer's a lot safer.
You probably know Marlin.
Ooh, Marlin's good. Is it a bolt or is it a
Is it bolt action or?
auto? I sold my Marlin to my nephew, and that was from Western Auto. The only problem is trying to get replacement clips for it. If it's the auto, if it's tube fed, it's great. I
I
put
like
in.
buying guns here. There's no waiting period.
Oh, that's good. I have to wait like, let's see, 2 months for a handgun background check. I mean, they also have a new anti-handgun bill that only certain law enforcement agencies now can have a modern handgun. We're stuck with rifles and shotguns. Fine. I got my old deer rifle. I'm converting it to a number 5. It takes a 10-inch bayonet. That's no problem with me. 10 rounds of British 303 and a 10-inch bayonet. That would stop anybody. What do you think, Will?
Oh yeah.
Now, if you run out of ammunition, it's bonsai time. Oh, you got a Marlin 80. It's for a magazine B. Oh, Lord. That's finding the oh, yeah, they work fine. It's tube fed. That tube fed's good, Michael. Don't ever take it away. Those things are great. Like old man said, they're attack drivers at 100 yards, and it's great about 50, even for a 50-year-old one because of micro grooving. They did that back in the 40s.
You got the old 50-year-old gun. Oh man. And
Yeah.
the gun's totally different back then.
Oh yeah. Back then you could buy it from Sears, Western Auto, and I think a cereal company was doing a giveaway to it too. Ralston Purina. You send so many box tops and you get a Marlin rifle in the mail. But that's a lot of cereal you have to
There's a
eat.
lot of cereal.
I can see one kid, yeah, I ate 400 pounds of cereal and got this 22, and it doesn't have a magazine. That was cracked me up.
You can buy a lot of 22 ammo.
Oh,
Fairly
yeah. Nice thing about 22 ammo is it's cheap. You can get it. It's made by about 170 countries around the world. The only problem is if you get duds, there's a lot of dud companies out there.
What the heck you want one of those for, old man?
Well, Glendale's pretty easy for AR-15 upper.
Yeah, my AR-15 shoots a 6.5 or a 7 millimeter.
Yeah, that sounds good. Can't go wrong with that.
No, 6.5s are really cheap to buy,
Yep.
and that's what I use to practice on with it at the range. And then when I want to go out and get a little bit more serious, I'll buy a box of sevens. Deer rifle. Yep, there you go.
Yep. I'm old school. I like bolt actions better.
And I think I used up an hour of my time.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Okay,
I'll
well,
try to come do another hour tomorrow.
okay. I'll catch you later, Will.
All
Catch
right.
you guys later.
Thanks for y'all coming by. I appreciate it. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. I'll try to do another hour tomorrow. Good seeing you guys. Next time.